The Hype House was formed in December 2019 by some of TikTok's most talked about stars. They introduced themselves with a photo shoot, and within minutes, hashtag Hype House began trending. And videos, including the hashtag Hype House, have amassed over 1 billion views on TikTok. Well, to maintain all the popularity and success, members of the Hype House must follow some pretty crazy rules. Let's just say it takes a lot to be among the best, and Riveted has broken down everything. Create content all the time. When we say all the time, we literally mean all the time. The entire point of the Hype House is for these TikTok celebrities to get together, bounce ideas off each other, and make great TikTok content. If you're hanging out in the house and not producing at least 3 TikTok videos a day, you might get kicked out. Hype House members have to be churning out the quality content day in, day out, because at the end of the day, it's all about the views. There are more than 100 TikToks made in the house per day from the Hype House members alone. And of course, they have the required equipment and space to make all those videos in a day. Many influencers prefer the short-term rental structure of Airbnb because obtaining a lease can be tough when you're young and have an unpredictable income. But unfortunately, many Airbnbs in the LA area have no filming rules. The first Hype House checked all the boxes and had some additional features that make it perfect for TikTok. Plenty of giant mirrors and a bathroom the size of a small apartment to film in. The current house they're in also checks all the boxes. The vibe check. The Hype House is always looking for new, fresh, and young and up-and-coming stars to join their group. They believe they can take someone with a couple of thousand followers to the million mark. They'll give a newcomer around 30 days to vibe with the rest of the house before making a final decision about if they're the right fit for the group or not. The importance of the vibe leans on their belief that there's still a family in the Hype House. During a house tour, Alex Warren told ET, "It's not just a group of friends. I literally treat it like family. You know, we argue, we fight, we all have our differences, but at the end of the day, we all go to bed and we still love each other." Qualifications. Well, users may create content every day, but to join the Hype House, the videos must meet certain standards. In order to make a splash on the internet, you need the right people. And so Chase acts as Hype House's unofficial talent scout and a behind-the-scenes operator. He has a knack for spotting influencers early and knows what qualities it takes to get big online. To join their house, you have to be young, you have to have a lot of energy and personality, be a little weird, since weird people get the furthest on the internet. You either have to be talented at something, or a weird, funny mix, or extremely good-looking. If you have all 3, you're a TikTok god, and you certainly qualify to join the collective. There's also no room for shyness in that house. If you want to hang with these pros, you need to share your skills with everyone else. Age restrictions. In order to actually move in and live in the Hype House, a TikTok creator needs to be at least 18 years old. Alex, Thomas, and Coover Annan are some of the members who live at the house full-time since they're already over 18. Since most of the members are not 18 yet, they only visit to make the videos, then they go back home. Collaborations are a must. Collab houses are beneficial to influencers in a lot of ways. Living together allows for more teamwork, which means faster growth, and creators can provide emotional support for what can be a grueling career. It's a general rule in the house that collaborative videos must have at least 2 people. And while the more the merrier applies to most of their videos, getting all the members together at the same time can be pretty tough, especially if a member's busy or is living far away. Hype House also are all encouraged to collaborate with each other in videos to not only bring in a new idea to the platform, but to help one another gain more followers. Everyone has to stay on task and avoid distractions in order to produce the required amount of daily content. But those who find their motivation waning can task other members to lend them a hand. As the oldest, Thomas acts as a default den mother. He manages schedules, handles the house issues, and resolves the inevitable conflicts. You break it, you buy it. Another simple rule is their you break it, you buy it policy. When it comes to furniture, the Hype House only has the most basic items, which include 3 beanbag chairs. This gives the members ample space to dance, do backflips, or anything their young hearts desire to create some eye-catching content. Although some Hype House members might dance or sing, others will go the extra mile and perform stunts for their followers. Everyone who walks through the doors of the Hype House is told that if they break something in the house, they'll have to take money out of their own pockets to replace it, whether it's a broken window, a door, or a pricey piece of tech. If a resident or visitor of the Hype House breaks something in the house while creating or otherwise, they are given 15 days to replace the item or pay for it. Fortunately, the house is pretty spacious, which makes it really hard to break something. Love rule. Clearly, there's no rule which says that Hype House members cannot date each other because we have already seen it happening. But much hype inevitably attracts drama, and Hype House members are extremely wary of it. They're careful about who they film with, what they wear, how they act, and how things can be interpreted online. If a Hype House member has a girlfriend, for instance, that member may avoid filming with another girl alone, so as to not start rumors. We've had love triangles among TikTok stars, but we have yet to see a love triangle issue among the Hype House members. No room for drama. Even among the best of friends, avoiding drama can be challenging, although putting a bunch of creative minds under one roof has plenty of benefits. In theory, the reality is that common problems like messy living habits and refusing to compromise can tear a group of people apart. So the housemates nip the drama in the bud right before it has a chance to start. Of course, that hasn't always worked. We can't even count the number of dramas that have unfolded since the Hype House was formed. Pay your dues! The Hype House members certainly don't live in the house for free. Every member of the Hype House has to pay their dues. Whether they live there permanently or not, we do not know the exact amount, but according to reviews of the house, it's about $900 per month for the members in the initial house. They probably pay around the same amount for the new house, or maybe even a little bit more. The house is definitely an upgrade from their last one. A listing on the property on Zillow estimates the house is worth almost $9 million and has 10 bedrooms with 12,500 square feet. Loyalty. The loyalty rule was broken even before the rules were kept in place. Many people didn't know that Daisy Keach was the third founding member of the Hype House until she exposed the betrayal by Thomas and Lil Huddy. All the drama came to a boiling point when Thomas Petro announced the line of Hype House merch without running it through Keach first, so she got a cease and desist letter, which required Petro to get her consent before using the Hype House name. This caused a major break in their relationship. In January 2020, Keach filed an application to trademark the name Hype House. But Petro later filed an application for the trademark Hype House LLC, which was filed by Hudson's father. This led to tension that forced Keach to leave the Hype House and start her own collab house. Visitors must respect the house. If one of your friends was living in the Hype House, you'd probably want to invite yourself to the house all the time, right? Unfortunately, that's not possible. Hype House members can't have their friends over anytime they want. Even if they have friends over, it has to be approved by either Chase or Thomas. However, many people have disobeyed this one. Thomas Petro begged fans to stop showing up at the house after the address of the entertainment group was made common knowledge among viewers. In a series of Instagram posts, Petro revealed that over 100 visitors a day were showing up to the house, and was even looking to move as a result of their serious lack of personal privacy. Petro also uploaded a video of the situation, which showed a slew of young fans gathering outside the Hype House and mingling in the street. No parties. Before you say anything, yes, this rule has been broken on several occasions. In the beginning, there was a strict no parties rule that all residents and visitors were required to follow. Given that many of the people in the Hype House are under the U.S. drinking age of 21, we guess it made sense that no big parties were allowed. The whole idea behind the Hype House was to work hard, make great content, gain followers, make a career. In a prior interview, Thomas explained, "If you want a party, there are hundreds of houses that throw parties in LA every weekend. We don't want to be that. It's not in line with anyone in this house's brand. This house is about creating something big, and you can't do that if you're going out on the weekends." However, in the last couple of weeks alone, the Hype House has had 2 massive parties. Nikita hosted a bash at the Hype House for Lorraine's 22nd birthday. Guests included James Charles, Emma Chamberlain, and Tana Mongeau, along with TikTokers Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio. Nikita then hosted another party for Mia Hayward, complete with a Candy World theme. This all comes as coronavirus cases in LA continue to rise. Between July 26th and 28th, the city reported 4,647 new cases and 66 new deaths. While it doesn't look like as many people attended Mia's party as Lorraine's, there were still some non-Hype House members there, meaning people who don't live in the house attended, including Nikita. The influencers received a lot of backlash from fellow influencers, with the likes of Elijah Daniel tweeting, "Warning, a lot of influencers have been confirmed to me testing positive for COVID-19 after the influencer parties." Like, a lot. And they aren't saying anything and aren't warning people they came into contact with after. If you attended, get tested. You all caused an outbreak. Thanks. Of course, Hype House members also have to follow the rules meant for every other TikToker, including no use of firearms. The use of firearms is a sensitive policy, not just on TikTok, but on other social media platforms. TikTok banned the depiction, trade, or promotion of weapons, except in the circumstances like when they're carried by officials like police officers, or used in a safe and controlled environment like a shooting range. The policy appears to be stricter than that of either YouTube or Facebook, which bans selling guns and instructing people how to make them, but not their mere depiction. No violent and graphic videos. TikTok does not allow content that is excessively gruesome or shocking, especially content that promotes or glorifies abject violence or suffering. TikTok, however, allows exceptions for certain circumstances. For example, content that is newsworthy or meant to raise awareness about issues. When TikTok identifies a genuine risk of violence or threat to public safety, they ban the account and work with relevant legal authorities as necessary and when appropriate. No hate speech. Any content inciting hatred against an individual or a group of people based on their race, ethnicity, religion, nationality, culture, disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, age, or any other discrimination could lead to a ban, according to the community guidelines. Slurs are also not tolerated on the platform because TikTok does not want to contribute to the spread of egregiously offensive terms. And finally, no impersonation. TikTok does not allow users to impersonate other individuals or organizations in order to deceive the public. When they confirm reports of impersonation, they remove the violating accounts. They do allow exceptions for parody, commentary, or fan accounts, as long as the account does not mislead others with regard to its identity or purpose on TikTok. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you love this content, remember, check back tomorrow for another exciting video. This has been Riveted.